XRCC push you to give you the experience what people gaining like in maybe 5 years sometimes.
It helped me to grow personally and professionally.
We felt that sense of being part of a community.
For me, it was a life-changing experience.
That's unique, and that's actually a next-level hackathon for me personally.
The workshops give a lot of value, even for someone who is not exactly new to XR.
Everyone's super friendly.
I love everything, to be honest. You meet so many people with different backgrounds.
Now I feel a lot more confidence in building XR apps by myself.
The onboarding experience was so smooth and flexible. If I needed something, I had an amazing support network.
I was given the opportunity to take my app and pitch it on stage at AWE.
I saw a lot of excitement in the community, many really cool projects that came out of these.
It was not only easy to communicate with mentors, but also throughout the whole challenge with all the people and how easy it was to actually find the team.
After this XRCC, I just got this job very quickly.
It's probably one of the best experiences so far in hackathon history.
Definitely come, participate. It's a great event, very well run, very organized.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to XRCC Online. I am super excited to have all of you guys joining us from all over the world. This is insane. We already have like 2,000 plus people registered for this event. And before we start, I would love to know, first of all, let's make the chat explode. Please let me know where are you guys from. Tell me all of the emojis, the country emojis. I want to see where you guys are from. I'm going to start. Let me see. There we go. And let's go here. So let's get this rolling, and very excited to get this started. All right, so this is XRCC Online. What's going to expect to hear? First of all, really, what is the mission of doing this? Like, why are we doing this, and why do we go so overkill with like having 30 plus lectures, thousands of people, so many mentors and everything? Really, what is the mission of this? We really want to rethink and redefine what it means to attend and organize a hackathon. And I think this is something where there are so many real stories that we can build, real successes. And something that really always frustrates me when I was participating in dozens of hackathons back then was that you have an amazing time at the event. You build something really great for a couple of days, maybe weeks. But then most of the time after the hackathon, the energy just drops. You typically don't work on the project anymore. You don't see the team anymore. You have something amazing, but you don't have something to push forward, which is why we do things very differently here. So really what we want to share and showcase is the real impact that we had over the last years from actually many events that we have hosted already. But I want to go very specific. So last year we hosted our very first this type of event, which was the XR Design Challenge. We have many people in the audience right now in the mentor collection, also in the judge panels from XR Design Challenge last year. And really what I want to share is the real impact that these events can have for you as well. So first of all, we had people presenting their projects at AWE, which is really cool, like on the stage. And some teams actually got awarded for, got nominated for awards. For example, the Creda team, I know you guys are here because you're also mentoring. They got awarded for the Augie Awards, for example, and many other stories like this. I met a bunch of people who I met at AWE, also at Connect, and this is like kind of something where you kind of see, okay, you start at an event like XRCC, you build something really cool, you get invited to showcase it at bigger stages, you maybe get awarded, you then get invited to Meta Connect, and then some people even got hired right on the spot because these projects are really good. You get so much support from us, and you get so much visibility. You get so much kind of like spotlight from amazing sponsors, big companies and everything, especially companies who are hiring also on this event. We'll share more about this in a minute. And some people got a commercial project even. And one thing that is also really cool, one of you guys got so many projects that this person had to hire other participants to just keep up with the demand. So you kind of really see, okay, there's just something magical about the spirit of XRCC. You could see, I mean, all of these videos from all of these like hundreds of successes that are coming. So really, what is your goal and how can we help you achieve it? First of all, what is the agenda for this? So what is this opening keynote about? Really, we ask all of you what will make this event a 0 out of 10 and what will make this event a 10 out of 10. We did so many events already, it's pretty much like similar answers. And the most common thing, especially for online ones, this is pretty challenging, is clarity. Clarity is so important. Everything needs to be crystal clear. There should be no questions open. How do you manage even like 2,000-3,000 participants with like 50+ mentors and all of this kind of stuff? And this keynote will be the answer to all of those. So we are going to talk about the tracks. So what are the possible tracks that we have available? How does the project submission and the judging work? So we kind of have all of the essential things already. The juiciest part, I would say, again, what makes XRCC special is the support system, because again, we went just overkill with the ways that we support you to achieve the goals that I talked about before. And then I'm gonna basically leave the rest completely open to Q&A. You can bombard me with all of the questions you have, and then we basically get started. So first of all, sounds good? Give me a thumbs up if this sounds good to you. If you are on fire, give me a thumbs down if you want to leave already. I want to see some cool engagements, emojis, whatever it is going on in the community. I'm going to see it on my dashboard like a little bit, but let's see. Awesome. All right. So we do have, 250 people watching live, which is pretty awesome. All right. So because we have people from multiple YouTube channels, from LinkedIn, from basically all over the place. So that is why like everything is kind of separate also. Let's get started with the track announcements. So we have 5 main tracks, and I'm going to go through them. I'm going to have like a minute or so, because otherwise just the live stream gets too long. We have all of the information in much more detail in our Notion package. I'm going to share as well. So this is kind of like just like covering the essentials about all of this. I will not cover like the entire logistics details in this keynote. But with that getting started, let's announce the very first track. Oh yeah, we are done with the welcome part. The very first track is going to be our Meta-sponsored track about mixed reality. So this honestly is pretty open. You can build something for MR. You can also go with VR and integrate them together. Honestly, it's covering the whole spectrum. You can build a game. You can build a productivity app. I think the main goal for you would be to actually launch it to the store, launch it to the Quest store, because that way you will be able to have a significant impact from this event actually also. And the cool thing is we are going to help you in how you launch it to the store as well. But that is the first track. The next one, of course, if any of you guys have seen the Meta keynote, the Connect, then you know Meta's cooking big on Horizon Worlds. They are cranking like a bunch of resources into this one, reworking the entire studio and everything. The whole engine is going to revamp. The quality of the graphical fidelity is going to increase a lot. So if that is something that you're interested in, the whole virtual worlds, metaverse, kind of like putting all of this together on mobile and on XR devices, let's say, then this is for you. Also on that side, like again, Meta's pushing a lot. They have like a 50 million, which is insane, like prize money for multiple kind of tiers. So there's going to be big support in any of that direction. And also here, just a quick note, you can again decide what you want to build, if it's something on mobile, if it's something on mobile plus XR, if it's game related, if it's social related. There's a bunch of ways how you can get creative as well. And we also, for all of these tracks, will provide some ideas that you can kind of like get inspired by. But in the end, we don't force you, we don't push you to build anything. You can build whatever the hell you want. And that is really up to you. The next one, as you know, Meta's pushing heavily on, of course, the AI, camera access, wearables. And this is something where, I mean, if you have the Ray-Ban glasses already with the display, you can go crazy, figure out how this could be be used in the future. But honestly, I think we kind of decided with this track with the camera access, so the PCA, pass-through camera access. So you can already think about wearables use cases by using your Quest. That is totally fine because you have the micro gestures, you have everything that you can use. I think this can be really, really interesting as well. Kind of like looking forward into the future, especially the AI angle is also very, very interesting as well. So these were the tracks 1, 2, and 3. And now we have a really interesting track as well, which is something we surveyed all of you guys last year and asked you, and also this year, what are the tracks that you are very interested in building? And one of the highest demands, like one of the most interesting tracks that our community voted was something around travel and tourism, which is why we're super excited to also work actually with the German government on having something for exactly figuring out immersive travel destinations in the future. The cool thing is, again, this can be anything in direction of XR. This could be even in virtual worlds. This could also be something combining XR and AI. And again, we have a lot of details, a lot of examples in the Notion package as well. So you can really get creative or get some inspiration. But if you have your own idea already, then this is the one to check out as well. And finally, the last main track that we have available is, and also very, very excited about, is immersive film and storytelling sponsored by Live. And this is also something where I think it's really interesting to see now more and more cases of immersive film, 360 video, 3D video, like all of those kind of things combined together in how the future of storytelling can look like. And Live is doing this live with sports, for example. And a quick side note here, again, that's just like a big win for the community also. Live is actively hiring. So if that is like something interesting for you, if you're like, hey, I would love to figure out something in that direction, immersive film, storytelling, live, immersive content and everything, they are actively hiring. We have some insights on that in Notion as well. So if that is something for you, feel free to check it out. And again, here we have some ideas, but you can also, again, build your own as well. All right. So that is it for the 5 main tracks. Don't worry, we'll have a overview again. You can also be completely freestyle and join none of the tracks and then kind of like build your own kind of thing in that time. That also works. But again, I would highly suggest you to kind of just like figure out, okay, what is the direction that you like the most? I'm pretty sure one of those will fit. And if it does, then again, it's really cool for bringing together the community and the company sponsoring these tracks to work out something together. We do have a number of side tracks as well. So these are our side quests. These are optional tracks. That's kind of the easiest way to understand it. And we have one by Shapes-XR. So Shapes-XR, if you don't know, it is a prototyping and design tool. So any designer here, I think it makes a lot of sense to try out Shapes-XR. We are working together, so you also get a community license as well for free, which is awesome. So you can really like actually use it and build something already and really kind of shape the idea initially already and then refine it with your developer team, for example. The cool thing is any of the teams, like if you are in any of the tracks and you're just using Shapes-XR, you're automatically enrolled in this one. So then out of all of the projects across all of the main tracks, the best one will win the best use of Shapes-XR side quest prize. The same applies to all of the other side quests. So we do have a strong focus on video trailers because this is something that typically gets ignored a lot, but this is something that is always some of the most helpful things for the community. So for you guys, building a really good trailer helps you to take this the project and showcase it everywhere, which is why we actually decided to make this a side quest as well. And there's even some prize money for the side quest as well. Again, all of this linked below, and then you can check it out. Then we also have most viral social media posts. Again, this is kind of like a really big win-win. Like we do all of this organically. We don't have like massive marketing budgets or any of that. So it's kind of a win for us to just like get exposure for the event, but it's significantly more interesting for you actually, because this gets you the spotlight. Like we reshare whatever you build, whatever you post on social media, and the right person might see it, and then your career can get elevated in any direction, whether that is finding a co-founder or getting some funding or getting a job. Like really, it can be helpful for any of the directions. The fourth one is community voting. So this is something that is pretty typical in hackathons. I think it's really cool. You can have your friends, family, your mom, everybody vote for your project, and then the project with the highest votes, including from the community itself, the highest voted project, they win the community voting prize. And then we have one kind of like, let's say, experiment special track. And this is something, again, that's why we are doing things as hackathons redefined. We are experimenting with one idea that you can actually submit an existing hackathon project. So instead of starting a new project from scratch, we had many people asking us, hey, I was joining XRCC in summer in Berlin, or maybe last year XR Design Challenge, and I would love to continue building my project. And there's no way to doing this so far. It makes no sense to compare new project to existing projects. How the hell do you do this? And which is why we came up with a idea to basically kind of like ditch the main tracks. So you don't participate in the main tracks. You take your project, you keep polishing this, and then you have your own extra submission separate from the other tracks. I would love to know what you guys think about this, because again, like we're just cooking and figuring out what can be cool, what can be new, what can be exciting. Give me a thumbs up if you think that's a good idea. Give me a thumbs down if it's a bad idea for some reason. And then we kind of can get a gut feeling on the chat live already. Let's see. I mean, for me, it takes a little bit longer to get all of these. But let's see. I'm going to keep this running while I will continue on the tracks as well. All right. So that is it for the tracks. Quick overview as well. So we do have these 5 main tracks. We have mixed reality, Horizon Worlds, AI camera access, immersive travel destinations, and immersive film and storytelling, and those 5 side quests that are basically in addition, let's say, to the main tracks. All right, so let me go back to the agenda real quick, and we tackled the tracks. Again, there's a lot of detail for all of the tracks in the Notion package, which I will go into in 2 minutes. But before we do that, first of all, like, how do you win this hackathon? Like, how does this hackathon work? How is the submission working? How is the judging working? What are the judging criteria? These are all like very, very common questions that we get a lot. And of course, we want to answer those. So submission and judging. First of all, let's talk about the timelines, because that is like very important as well. The hackathon is starting today, October 30th. So this is the opening keynote. So right after this, you are ready to go. And the first submission deadline is going to be in 2.5 weeks, roughly. November 16, which is when everybody must make the first submission. So you must submit your project. Then we will announce the finalists 4 days after that. So we will have, I don't know, last year we had 200 projects. And we had, I think, like about 50 finalists. And we will do something similar this time again. So we have kind of like 2 stages, basically. And we will have roughly 4 to 6 finalists per track. And that means after November 20th, we'll have a list of all of the tracks, and then all of the teams who are the finalists. Then you have another 6 days or like a week, basically, to keep polishing your project. Anybody who's not a finalist, please keep working on your project. Like, even just because you're not a finalist doesn't mean your project is screwed or something like this. You can still win the side quest. You can still build something great. You can still publish it on social media and get all of the amazing benefits. So I would highly invite everybody to work until the second deadline. 1 second, let me just see if the chat is all good. That's nice. Okay, so we have the second submission deadline on November 26th. So that is basically when the hacking is officially over. And then we will have the closing keynotes and the final award ceremony On December 4th, we will have like a few days before that, have all of our judges do the final kind of like judging and everything, and then we will announce the amazing winners and close off the event. So how does it work? Again, the good thing is you don't need to know all of the details now. Like this is going to be relevant in a few weeks, which is why we'll keep it short. We have our own submission and like project management platform. For multiple reasons, we are not using DevPost, so anybody who is like a hackathon freak, basically. And that is something pretty similar also as well. And you can, if you want, have up to 2 submissions. I would strongly suggest if you make a new project, just do 1. We have some cracks who just want to build on 2 projects. That is legal, that's fine. The interesting thing with this hackathon is actually you can take an existing project you already have and just like polish this one and then have a new project set as well. Kind of depends on your commitment, on your time commitment. I mean, you kind of like double your chance of winning, so that's pretty sick. Just be open about that, like make sure that everything is clean and legal. So don't submit an existing project in a main track that makes no sense and it's not legal, and so on and so on. So that is kind of the thing. But again, if you don't have much time or if you are a beginner, then I would strongly suggest just to make 1, because it's better to have 1 really good project rather than 2 mediocre ones. I'm gonna question somebody asking about the device. You can use any device you want, actually. So you can use the Meta devices. You can use other devices. We have some like specific details on some of the tracks inside Notion as well, but mostly it's pretty fine and it's pretty flexible also. All right. Feel free to throw in some of the questions, and then again we can have a final Q&A as well. So I will get to all of your questions later on. The important thing is the trailer has to be 60 seconds, so they're all kind of comparable. That is very important. But otherwise, all of the rest will be like fully detailed. Of course, there's like extra things you can submit. You can have a longer video, of course. You can link your APKs or like any files that you have. If you have a Shapespeare space, you can link the link and everything, or any other tool. So there's like all of these optional submissions as well. The essential one is like you have the build and you have the trailer, and all of the rest is kind of like details. You can use any VR SDK for your projects. And the lectures I'm going to talk about in a second as well. But first of all, let's then talk about the judging process, because of course that is like very, very essential in order to know how to win. It's like, how does the judging work? What are the judging criteria and everything? Before I go to this, there's one very important question that maybe we can highlight. The last question from Jay: how can we join a team if I don't have a team? Oh, how can we join a team if I don't have a team? Very good question. So for anybody listening, we have a lot of support systems and mechanisms to help you to find a team. It's ridiculously difficult online, but we have some really cool stuff that I will share about later in this keynote as well, on how we make it very simple for you to find a team. We have a full participant directory. We have actually dedicated team finding sessions and many other things. So stay tuned, because we will talk about that exactly as well. But first, let's go back into the judging. All right. So first of all, thank you so much to our amazing judges. These are the judges we have registered so far. We have a number of judges from some awesome companies as well who haven't registered yet, so waiting for them. But these are our official and confirmed judges. Very, very looking forward to having all of you guys. And this is really, really cool. I mean, this is kind of the thing, like your projects get reviewed by really industry titans, people who have been in the industry for such a long time, and they really know the industry in and out. It's like not that we select our judges randomly. Like every judge has a reason to be there, and that is just something. It's an amazing kind of like thing for you to be like, okay, this project was really amazing. Like that judge might be in good connection to you already. So that's why we built this. Let's talk about the criteria now. So we have 6 judging criteria, and I'm gonna go through those like one by one, kind of like surface level again. All of the details are in the kind of like guidelines and everything. But first of all is the concept and innovation. Is it Hopefully not the 70 millionth zombie shooter, because we had enough of those already. Beat Saber clone, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, Beat Saber is amazing, but we don't need the same kind of projects and ideas every single time. So really, is it something innovative? Is it a new concept? Does it use technology in an interesting way? And is it kind of like something exciting as well? The next one is the use case and impact. So is there some real world use case for this one as well? I mean, of course, like for games, it's going to be like differently, but for like kind of like prototyping or productivity or like solving problem kind of use cases, this is going to be very essential. Is it scalable as well? Is it only possible to have it in like a PC VR hardcore mega rig, or only on the Apple Vision Pro, which might be limiting as well because only a small amount of people can use it? Or is it cross-platform? It can run on the web, it can run on mobile, it can run on this one, or you have a companion app maybe even. I mean, nowadays with freaking vibe coding, you can just build your whole entire XR app and then just have a companion app as well. There's like crazy things you can do. So really think about that, like how does it actually work in the real world as well? Then execution. I mean, this is obvious. Like for a hackathon, does the technology actually work? Is it just like a nice video but nothing works? We had this so often actually. And when I was back then joining hackathons, back then sounds like I'm old. But back in the time when I was participating at hackathons, we had so many teams that kind of like painted like a crazy vision of something that is like so far from what they actually built. And like, how much do these kind of things align? Did they actually build something or not? And is it working smooth and so on? Which is also like leading me to design and usability. So we have a bunch of designers here as well. I really, really want to bring designers, developers, and many different roles together. This should be not an afterthought, which is why this is also a judging criteria. How good is the onboarding? The onboarding is so freaking important. I mean, all of the designers, this, so you can push on this because now it's a judging criteria. Is the UX easy to use? This is like a stupid laser pointer 200-meter away that you have to put in like a lot of data that just doesn't work, or is like everything like a console debug kind of like window and everything, or is it looking smooth and feels good? And then the last one is the overall polish. Really, is it like something where you kind of see like all of these rough edges, like the detail? Is there like a nice little animation? Is there like a logo coming in? Like just like little details that kind of make the whole project feel polished. Also, is the code working well? Like, is it running smooth and everything? Many of these things are as well. And again, that's just like one sentence for this keynote, but we have like an entire description in what we really mean with like all of these things. All right, and then the last one, the packaging. So this is something you will see the theme because this is also, again, one of the side quests. Definitely think about the packaging. Think about the trailer, how you present your project. Like the text isn't like a 100-page long AI text, because that is stupid and makes no sense. Is it like easy to understand, easy to read, see some images, and has a nice, well-produced trailer? Because for this one, you actually get 25% points. So it's 15% for each of these, but it's 25% for the packaging, which means that you should really not have the trailer as an afterthought. The cool thing is we have a bunch of amazing resources. We have a dedicated packaging workshop, very legendary, have been stolen by many other organizers. But never mind. And also something where, our team will help you to build an amazing trailer. And this is something that you basically can take as a piece and just share at a networking event, at a cocktail party. You can put it on your website. This is going to be so valuable for you. This is going to help you to also just build your personal brand, because 99% of the people will not play your game immediately or your app. They will first watch the video if it's good, and then they will maybe check it out. So that is it really for the judging criteria. And one important detail, I will not go into too much detail right now, but we have a different set of criteria for immersive film, because it is a so different media that I think it makes sense to have a its own kind of judging criteria. So these ones, they are for every track except for the immersive film. For the immersive film, it's all here. But again, don't worry, all of this is also going to be explained very conveniently later in our live demo as well. So now that you know the judging, I think I really want to talk about kind of like how do you form, register, and build a team, because that is something that is going to be really essential for you. And we will also have a bunch of kind of like emails and Discord support and all of those to help you find a team. Number one, go to Discord. Maybe somebody on the team can put the Discord link if somebody is not on Discord yet. Put the Discord link in all of the platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn. So everybody who's not on Discord yet and who's watching this live or recorded, your chance to join now. And then this has been checked, because we do have an introduction channel. If you are on our Discord, feel free to introduce yourself right now. Now it's a good time, because everybody right now has a full focus on Discord, on this live stream. Check out the chat, and also the tracks you're interested in, because we have dedicated sections for each track, because you probably have a favorite track and then you want to find somebody who also likes this track. So that is like the no-brainer way, and like figuring out, okay, who is aligned with you as well. The really, really cool and unique thing that we have is the participant directory. And this is so freaking cool. So we ask all of the participants, and we have a pretty good ratio, like 200 plus people on the directory already, to kind of like build almost like a dating profile in quotes, like who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what are your goals, what is your favorite track, what are you looking for, what do you do yourself, to really figure out, okay, I'm a developer, I need a designer in this region. I'm a designer and I want to find a filmmaker for the film track in this region, or with this level of kind of experience, or whatever. You find exactly what you're looking for, and these are all XRCC participants. And I think that is just something that I haven't seen in a hackathon before, and that will massively help you to find a team. And those two combined is already like so strong. But we also have then the team registration, which is like when you have an overview of all of the teams. Of course, now we don't have any teams registered yet, because that is just about to come. But once you can see it, then you can even go to existing teams and be like, hey, do you still need a filmmaker? Do you still need a developer? Developers are high in demand. So most people are looking for developers. We know this from the participant directory. So you even see what role is in demand by whom. And if you are in demand, then you just go and reach out to the people. And that will make it like very, very, hopefully, like self-fulfilling, that many of you will be able to find a team. At least anybody who is engaging and is like trying has the opportunity to find a team. So with that, we are at the last section of this keynote. First of all, let me get a quick pulse check. How do you feel right now? How's the mood? How's the energy? Give me your emoji of your feeling right now. Is it a fire? Is it a rocket? Is it sleeping? Is it, I don't know, coffee? Is it something else? Describe your feeling in an emoji right now while I drink a little bit of my water to drink. All right. What is this? Oh, there's a mouse. I think so. The screen is too small. Let's see. I think it's a mouse. Yeah, we see some rockets. Nice. There we go. All right, my friends. So now let's actually talk about the final part. Actually, the one that is so helpful for you. Again, we went just overboard with the way we support you. So let's go. The XRCC support system. What makes this hackathon special? So first of all, we have an insane lineup of mentors. Like, thank you so much for the mentors and judges, of course. But the mentors are, and that leads me to the second point, are giving 30 plus lectures, all for free, just for you guys. Like, these lectures are only for the ones who are registered right now. Registration is free, so it's still free. And that is something that will really help you. I will show this to you in a second. All of the lectures we already have lined up. And that is just something where, okay, you don't know something, you will get from 0 to level 4, basically from level 4 to level 7, and from level 7 to level 9. And that is really our goal here. With the participant directory, I talked about this already. We have just like 24/7, almost. We'll do it as much as we can, 24/7 support on Discord for the next 5 weeks. We have the participant package, which is the next topic I will share with you. And then again, a lot of support after the event is over. This is also something that I haven't seen in the hackathon before, that there's just like a very strong focus on how can we support you after the event. So with that, let's see what we have. First of all, before we go, I want to tell you there is the team session finding in 2 days already happening. And this should be on your calendar. If not, then now you know the date, and let our team know that you want to join this, and then this will make it very easy for you to find the team as well. But I want to give a big shout out to our amazing mentors, because these are the people who will kind of like bring you to the next level. Again, we're the organizers, we're the facilitators, we also give workshops, but honestly, like, none of this would be happening without amazing mentors like these guys. We have so many mentors, by the way. We have 2 pages, and these are just the mentors that are registered right now. We have so many unofficial mentors, like, who said they will do it, but they haven't registered yet. So if you're a mentor listening, you don't see your face here, register. So thanks so much for all of these amazing people. Many of them are giving a lecture on any of their specialized topic, which is amazing. You can watch it live, you can ask them questions, and this is something that is also like where we just go above and beyond to give you really not just the hackathon experience, but also the education, the support, and all of this in combined. You get feedback and so on. I'm going to explain in a second on how we do the mentoring exactly, because how the hell do you match like 2,500 participants with like 50 mentors? You just don't throw them in a room. There has to be some sort of system, and that is something that is really important, of course. Which leads us to the live demos. I'm going to talk about the mentor classroom now, the online lectures, and the feedback submissions. All of this is in Notion that you can see here. So let me just open up Notion real quick. There we go. So first of all, please, community, let me know if you see Notion right now. Give me a thumbs up if you see my Notion. I think I see my Notion. Yeah, that looks good. Yes, mentors are everywhere. We have amazing mentors. All right, so this is the participant package. I will not go into like full detail because there's like so much awesome stuff we have here, but I just want to show you, like, it's insane. If we go to the mentor lectures here, which you have like right in the beginning, and you open this up, it's like, all right, we already like 20 plus lectures confirmed. I mean, this is right now the opening keynote with the team formation session. We have another one if you can't make it. And then just like a lot of mentors, a lot of lectures from mentors, but also from judges. And this is going to be really helpful for you. And there's the link is here. You can just join and click, and then you are part of the mentor lecture. You can ask them questions, and so on and so on. So let me go back to the participant package. So that is the first thing I want to share. The second thing is let me just see real quick. Here, the assigned mentors, so the classrooms. The way that we do it is we have mentors paired. I'm going to show this really quick in Discord. So we do have mentor pairings, which means that every classroom has 2 mentors, which is here. So, for example, we have Marianne and Lorenzo, and then we have Ben and Heather, and so on and so on. And you guys, you are part of one of those classrooms. So this is classroom 3, this is classroom 8, this is classroom 12, and so on and so on. The reason why we have 2 mentors is, like, first of all, to split the load, to have everybody accountable, and it's just like nicer for you to get two perspectives. And then if one mentor can't answer right now, then the other mentor can jump in. I think that's another experiment. I think it's going to be really cool, but I want to hear from you and from the mentors how it is. So that is how this works. All of this is in Discord. Again, if you're not on Discord, you're not really part of this event, to be honest. And now the cool thing is you can basically just go to this Notion page and see your name and then the assigned mentor pair. So for example, I don't know, if you are, you can type in your name here. Let's say, there's Neha. My sister's also called Neha. There's three. So you see, okay, your mentor is Grant and Lewis, and then you are in classroom 2. And you can close it again. And then if you're somebody else, let's say Lee, then just type your name, Lee, and then we probably have many people who have Lee in their name. But here, for example, you are in the classroom 8 with Pip and Hager, and so on and so on. Let us know if you have any questions on this. If you can't find your name, then don't worry, we'll get this fixed. Again, we're doing crazy Notion magic here, but this should be making it really easy for you to know who's your mentor, for your mentor to know who are his or her mentees, and to have like a easy communication on that side. And that's it. So the last thing, we also have feedback submissions, but I think it makes more sense to talk about this later on. But you see also the full schedule, the opening keynote, the closing, the judging phases, like everything, the rules, the entire rule set, all of this is here. The tracks we will have here as well. We will publish this right after the keynote. So you have all of those things kind of lined up for you. And in combination with Discord, feel free to go to the Mingle chat now and just like introduce yourself, just like Lena did. And I have Mingle chat or into the introduction chat as well. So we have a lot of amazing people already talking here. This is the way to connect with the community. This is the way to connect to your mentors. This is the way to connect to us. And this is the way for you to really make the most out of this hackathon, because the party is going on here. If you are not here, you're not in the party. And with that, let me just go back to Figma. There we go. All right. So we are nearing the end, almost finished. Just a quick kind of like housekeeping rules. We are, again, like 2,000 to 3,000 people in this event right now. Last year we had like 3,500 people. Please respect the rules. If we see that you like multiple times violating the rules, we can just kick you out. Otherwise, it's impossible to run an event like this, making it fair and square, make it a nice, welcoming place for everybody. So please make sure that if something isn't clear, ask us, and we will help you with any of your questions. Use Discord. We talked about this so many times already. And also check out the participant package for the organization, and everything inside there is in Notion. So really, Discord and Notion are your two best friends for sure. All right. Yeah. Last words about us. I mean, that is the team. It's kind of crazy to see what we're doing as such a small team. It's kind of insane. But now you see like how much we're actually leveraging AI and systems and automations, like just on steroids. I think that could be our own talk on itself. And really, our big goal is to bring you together to these big XR companies. We are cooking for next year, like insane stuff already, bringing you together to these big companies, even using XR, because they need you. The companies, the platforms, and the enterprises, they need you to do some awesome stuff, and it's up to you. Like, I don't, again, like very important, like I don't have any agenda. I don't want to force anybody to anything. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want. You don't even have to participate, by the way. So all of this is completely voluntary, whether you want to engage with the sponsors, with the companies, with Meta, with the platforms, or you don't want it, up to you. But I think this is a opportunity that normally you would not have. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be really difficult to kind of get that level of deep connection to that audience for all three groups, actually. And yeah, that's why our mission is like hackathons redefined, really figuring out, okay, how can we make this the biggest win-win for everybody, building the friggin' XR AI ecosystem. I think that is kind of like the important thing that we have to be, we are in this together. That's all we want to do is say the line. We're all in this together. We're all growing together because there's just like so much happening. And I know this because I have some insights behind the scenes also, but we're all growing in this together. And I can promise you, if you are dedicated in this event, if you are engaging, if you are learning, if you're sharing, if you are building your projects, then we are winning together. And for everybody of you watching right now, the last remaining, 250 plus people, if you submit a project, you already won. I think this should be your main goal. It doesn't matter how good it is, if it's like amazing or you didn't have too much time or you don't like it or your team broke up and then you have to finish it alone or whatever it is. Really take it as your main goal to just submit your project. I think this is something, if you do this, you can really like pat yourself on the shoulder in 4 weeks. I want to see it in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you're confident and if you agree publicly that you are going to submit the project, and give me a thumbs down if like, I'm not sure, maybe yes, maybe no. You can be honest with the thumbs down too, so we kind of get a feeling as well. But give us a thumbs up if you're like, yes, let's go, let's submit a project, let's build something amazing and learn and grow. All right. I think I'm getting a couple of thumbs up. Not too many. I wish there would be more. No, some of them are coming. Very good, very good. Oh yeah, now it's raining thumbs up. Awesome. Yes. Not a single thumbs down so far. Thumbs up with fire. Awesome. You guys are freaking amazing. I love it. Very, very inspiring to see that. So what is next? That's like the last 2 minutes. What are you supposed to do now before we end this keynote, before we start the Q&A? First of all, step 0, if you're watching this and you're not registered for XRC, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Like, we talked about all of this awesomeness. You are obviously committed and invested. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch like 50 minutes of keynote. So if you're not registered, register at xrcc.events and then just, enjoy this. We will close registration in 2 weeks. And that is, just otherwise you're just going to miss out on all of this. But for anybody who is registered, because that's going to be most of you, first of all, bookmark the Notion package. You have everything there. Save it in your own Notion dashboard. And that should be pretty straightforward. Whenever you have a question or whenever you want to know something, answer is going to be there. Next, join the Discord server. And if you're already there, I'm going to take 20 seconds to see you guys introducing yourselves. So please, all of you who are not in Discord, join it. Somebody in my team, please put the link in all of the chats for the Discord. And then everybody who is on Discord, go ahead now and introduce yourself. We're going to wait 1 minute or 2 minutes to see a couple of introductions coming here. Yo. So we had a couple of them 10 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, but I guess it's going to take a little bit of time to make this post. So I will just wait 1 more minute and then I will see all of these introductions coming in slowly. In the meantime, we also have our own dedicated playlist, XRCC official playlist, which is really sick. I can highly recommend it to you guys. All right, let's close this up. There we go. And then also any participant who's already there, fill out the participant directory. We will link it in Discord. We will link it in Notion. We will throw it to you. We already have, I think, 200 participants filling out the directory, which is awesome. And that way you can really connect with everybody joining this event. All right, that is it. Very, very, very excited to get this started. You guys are amazing just for being here already. You're already top 1%. You are the builders of tomorrow. And I strongly believe that this is an incredible opportunity for you to really, really accelerate your career, your brand, meeting new friends, whatever it is. Very, very cool to have all of you guys here. And with that, I am going to open it for questions. So I will also stop the screen sharing. So everybody, let me know your questions. And Flavio, ideally, you can just highlight them, and then we can see them all together on the screen. And in the 1 second, I will also close this. There we go. So what are the questions, guys? Let us know. And Flavio, please highlight some of these questions. Oh, let me just check real quick. There's a lot. The best existing hackathon project needs to be from a former hackathon, or also may take another unfinished project I was working on. So officially right now we have it as a existing hackathon, just to have like some kind of comparable model, basically, if that makes sense. So we will fine tune it in the rules, but for now I would say it has to be another hackathon, because otherwise it gets too wild, because some people can come with a commercial project or some thing where that's a startup which has like 10 million in funding already. So this makes it like really undefined. That is why I would prefer to have it as a hackathon project, because then it's at least in some boundaries, if that makes sense. Oh, there's a lot of questions. Holy moly. Which headset are allowed to build this year? You can build any heads. You can build for any headset you want. There are some, let's say, like restrictions on different tracks, if that makes sense. So, for example, for the Meta one, that would be on the Meta devices, but otherwise on the other tracks. So the immersive tourism track, the immersive film track, and then the like freestyle no track. That is any technology, any hardware, any software, everything is up to you. For Horizon, obviously it's going to be Horizon, for example. But otherwise there's no restriction. You can do whatever you want. Any official track? Yes, you can use the mixed reality one for VR as well. I think that's fine. If someone doesn't have hardware like the Quest or Vision, but the idea is on that, how will it be judged? Apologies if I missed on that one. I mean, first of all, I would suggest you find a team with somebody who has a headset. Makes it much better. If you don't have a headset at all, the best guess for you will be to either join the Horizon track, because this works on mobile, easy, or you figure out to build something for 360 video, because this could also work technically without a headset, even though it will be very challenging, I would say. But I think for the other tracks, it wouldn't work too much, unless you find also like a good use case for AI on the immersive track. So every track has kind of like their own special sauce, let's say, like their own characters. And that is something that you can kind of like fine tune it based on what track it is. For the first one, for MR, it makes no sense to have no headset. For Horizon, it works easily, for example, and that's a little bit different for every track. All right, next one. Are there any restrictions on the themes or mechanics of the application experiences or games being developed? No, there's no restrictions. There are ideas, but again, these are just ideas. And these can kind of like help you to figure out a direction, but otherwise you can go freestyle. I mean, I would suggest to consider these ideas and then build something that works for you as well. But otherwise, do whatever the hell you want. Are mentors assigned individually? What happens when we form the groups? That is a very good question. Oh man, very, very good question. So the mentors are assigned to people individually. That's true. If you have a team of 4 people, for example, and you are in, I don't know, like 3 mentor pairs, you can basically kind of like choose which teammate is like talking to which mentor, if that makes sense. So you technically have more mentor access as well, because if you have these 2 mentors and somebody on your team has these 2 mentors, then you can basically write to those as well, if that makes sense. But again, we have it much clearer defined in Notion and in Discord as well. That is a very good question, and that is what I would recommend exactly. So for the 3rd track, I would suggest you use the Quest 3, and then you use the camera pass-through access, and then you kind of like you simulate having wearables. I think that can be pretty cool. Can we submit 2 projects for 2 separate main tracks? Yes, that is possible. I would only recommend it if you are pretty sick, if you're like top level and you know your shit basically. Because if you're just beginning, if you're like a beginner, I would suggest you spend your energy into one, but there's no, like you can have 2 projects for 2 separate tracks. You cannot have one project in 2 tracks. That doesn't work and makes no sense, but one project for one track and another project for another track, that works. Can you switch mentors? That is a good question. So this is something that is kind of like we have to do it in real time. If you are in a mentor pair where both mentors don't work for you, maybe they are not replying. Like one important thing with the whole challenge is like we don't control the mentors. Like it's not that we can force them to do anything. So if one of the mentors is just like, well, if maybe your pair is just like completely non-reactive, then we can get you new mentors. That is fine. And also, if you want to change your mentors for example, you are in the immersive storytelling track, or you are on the Horizon track, and you would want to have a mentor who is specialized in Horizon, that could also work. But for this one, we also have in Discord, we do have the track channels as well. So you can just ask your question in the channel as well. And then anybody who knows this field can help you as well. Pooh. Does AI camera access means we need to use AI models, or the fact that our apps uses camera access? That is a good question. It's either or both. So you can use the camera, but yeah, most often that would be combined. So that is why I just had them together, to be honest. But you can just go with the camera, or you can just go with the AI stuff. But I would suggest to use the cameras with then kind of like having some CV model behind it. Could be pretty cool. But in general, that is up to you. And then for the final details, again, just talk to your mentor and they will be able to guide you even better. Yes, it's okay to use 3DOF device. I would not recommend it. I mean, if you have a 6DOF device, or if you find a team with somebody using a 6DOF, or you use 3DOF for prototyping, it's cool. But otherwise, it's not ideal, I would say. Unless maybe for the immersive film track, it could be working, because that is often 3DOF anyways. But yeah, technically it works. Oh, how do you know what track my project fits into? On that side, I mean, I can't tell this to you right now. This will be probably something you can discuss with your mentor. You can ask us in Discord, and then we can help you in real time. Can I build a VR or AR experience using A-Frame? Yeah, that is fine. Easy peasy. Let me see. It should be then ideally in not of the meta tracks, for example. In that case, if you use A-Frame, I mean, it would really be really cool for the immersive tourism track, because they actually really would like to see something on the web. I think A-Frame is mostly for web. Maybe A-Frame will also do non-web stuff, but that is what I would suggest. And yeah, if our project aligns with more than one track, will it be evaluated under a single track, or can it be eligible for? No, you have to decide one single track that you would want to go. If you are between 2 tracks, I would usually suggest to go to the one with less competition. We kind of have like a gut feeling status and how much competition there is in the track. For example, the first one, the MR one, will have the highest competition, and then some of the others will have less. But it's up to you to decide which track. So if I have already registered for solo, yeah, easy peasy. Yes, very good question for everybody. You can still register your team. My team, guys, Immersive Insiders. Let's note this down and make it very, very clear that everybody can still form a team. They can form a team until the submission deadline, to be honest. So that's when they register the team. At least we will specify it in the rules. But if you don't have a team right now, that's exactly why we have the team sessions, to help you find a team. When you say you host the app on the Questo, how should we tackle the limitation for servers, since I'm planning on something on VLMs? I think this is something that I would probably discuss in real time again when we get a little more concrete about it, or otherwise we can I can hook you up with my team and then we can figure out the details on that side. But again, you're not forced to publish on the store, but we are inviting you guys to do it. What will be evaluated in submission 1? Like rough prototype with good execution is more than good enough for submission 1, and we can do improvements. Yeah, that's a good question. So the judging criteria are going to be the same, actually. So honestly, we just go, okay, how good is the stage for, like, how good are the projects overall in stage 1? So all projects will be compared, like, in the given tracks. And then for stage 2, we will do the same. So there's not a different kind of like judging, if that makes sense. So you can, if you have a good prototype, that's fine. The good thing is, like, it's not that other teams will then have a finished project. So everybody who's starting now or starting today, they will be comparable to other projects also starting today, if that makes sense. So that is why I would suggest it's fine. I'm not a developer. I have a good idea to be part of this. Yes. Please take part. Like, everybody, all of you guys. This is not a only developer event. Like, we strongly invite designers. Also invite your design friends. Invite your non-developer friends, because you want to bring developers together with other people. So for you, the best way is to find a developer pair or find a developer team. Or a person using Discord, participant directory, and our support systems. Good question. So for the freestyle track, there's no like prize money or anything. We are still like finalizing whether there's gonna be a winner or not, depending on how many teams we have, how many teams go into that track and everything. But for the freestyle track, there is it's kind of like just go on your own. But there's no, I don't know, like prize money or connection to sponsors, partners, or something like this. It's really like you don't like any of that, and you technically don't want to compete. Then you would be kind of in the freestyle track. But that is like some details that we will fine tune and then share with you guys in Notion. Is it possible to submit one project as solo? Yes, that is fine. That is actually not of a too bad idea. We had this last year also, that some people were cooking something solo and then doing something in a team. That's cool. Will bonus points or consideration be given for projects that connect multiple technologies like AI? This depends on the track. So, for example, I know that the tourism track, if this one is multi-platform, like cross-platform, that is a plus. And typically, AI plus XR, like if you combine technologies and you make it in an intelligent and useful way, that will most likely be resulting in a better score. But it's not like if you slam 10 technologies together, you get like 10 bonus points, like if you use it in a technical sense, because this will kind of like just make it more technical feasible if it works well aligned, if that makes sense. When is the deadline for team registration? That is a very good question. I would have to ask my team on that, honestly, if you have an official date already. So the deadline for registration as in general to the event is November 15. The deadline for submitting your first kind of like submission is one day after that. So my gut feeling is that it will probably be also November 15, because that is also when you will kind of submit your project as a team. But let me come back to this one. We will make it clear in Discord and in Notion. Team, like my team, please write it down, and then we come back with you with like 100% clarity. How is it even possible to participate in this hackathon without the experience as an XR creator? There's multiple ways. I mean, we had a lot of people last year to join. It's not that if you don't have experience that you don't gain from this. I mean, again, if you say you have zero experience, that means you're starting from zero. This hackathon alone will bring you from 0 to 3 or 4 out of 10, which is insane. Like, this is basically like a freaking entire bootcamp or whatever you want to call this. So it's gonna be more difficult for you to win if you don't have experience, but like to win a prize. But you win by learning a ton, you win by building a personal brand, you win by getting to know more people, and so on and so on. So I think the right expectation setting is the most important part, because I'm very, very, very open to have a lot of people without experience, and then they learn. We have a ton of education material also. You will find a team, and again, that will bring you from 0 to 3 or 4. Let's go. Next question. If we decide to pursue the immersive travel track and build a WebXR experience, are there any specific submission requirements? Not out of my gut feeling right now. We have like the specifics in the track, but so far not really. I mean, you can also like ask us in Discord in more detail if there's like a specific thing, but otherwise that is actually very welcome to build something in WebXR in combination with immersive travel, because I think that's pretty cool. So good idea, man. Do I need to develop a complete product? I mean, this is like as far as you can build it. Most of you will, I think it would be very unreasonable to expect a finished product, just for the sense of this hackathon. Like, most likely most of you will not build a complete product. Very unlikely. So most of it will be somewhere in the prototype stage, basically. And then the goal is to use this hackathon as a kickstart to, if you like it, if you want it, to take the prototype and then bring it to a product over longer time, actually. So yeah, prototype is most likely fine. I registered as a solo person, also new to this domain, and I'm looking for a team. Is it possible? Yes, it is. But if solo is the option, can you suggest some roadmap for the hackathon that will upskill myself in this domain? Yes, absolutely. We have a lot of education material in our Notion package, so that is where you can get started learning all of these things. We have mentor lectures that are also live and interactive, and I would always, I think most of the time, suggest you guys find a cool team, because that's much more fun than doing it alone, but both works totally fine. Completely up to you. Oh, that is wrong English. Judges will test our app or just look at the video? That is a very good question. I mean, first of all, just like the mentors, I can't force judges, especially not judges. So this is something I will tell them, hey, please like do it thoroughly, build it, put it on your Quest, put it on your device, check it out in WebXR, whatever. That is what we'll tell them. I can't guarantee it, and the chances are that a number of judges will look at the video, and that the project itself, basically, like the project itself, the video, the submission, like the whole packaging, which is why the packaging is 30%. That is why the packaging is so important, because it's not just the judges, it's like everybody outside also. Many people will not actually play the app. For the judges, we will tell them to do that, but again, I can't guarantee that. If we are not able to find a team by the deadline, are we still? Yes, you are 100% allowed to participate solo. 100%. Will the organizer help us to connect solo participants? Yes. So, I mean, this is also something where I would love to make this two-directional. If you have any ideas that you have for helping you to find a team if you're solo, easy peasy. But you can join alone, no problem. And if you want to find other participants, we are very happy to help you with anything we can. We have like multiple things already, but if you have any other ideas, just let us know. Yes. If you have a team already and you know what you want to do, probably you do. You can start right now, and you have a not too bad advantage. All of the criteria apply for both submissions, for the first one and the second one. Oh, maybe I should have read it, but never mind. I also have a startup idea to develop a WebXR development platform. Can I share it as we are part of a hackathon? What do you mean exactly? Like you want to build something on your own platform, I guess? Ideally, I think with this one, just reach out to us in Discord, to our team, and then we can help you with that. I mean, I hope and I think you don't mean that this is going to be a track. It will be a little bit late, but otherwise, let us know as a team what you mean, and then we can figure this out. All right. Can we build? Yes, please, please, please. Very good question. Please build in public. I think that would be really freaking cool. We actually incentivize and invite you guys to do this because I think that is nothing better to do this actually. So please, 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 yes, build in public. That is pretty awesome. I developed a project during previous XR fellowship. Would it be acceptable to use that project as 2.0 version, incorporating updates in any feature? Yes, let us know in Discord more concretely. XR fellowship. I think it's kind of like a hackathon. I don't know exactly, to be honest. So let us know in Discord, and then we will sort this out. But I think it is fine. If we decide to pursue the immersive travel track, dude, that's the same question again. We had this already. Team, there are more questions, I think. What is the team size limit? Yes, it is 6. So 6 is the maximum. We don't allow 7 before somebody asks. 6 is the maximum. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Any track for healthcare? We don't have an official track for healthcare. Honestly, I would love to have a healthcare track. The thing is, first of all, it's very difficult to find a partner, like a credible healthcare partner. We are cooking for something like this maybe for next year, but I think that is just something. It's an industry that's really, really difficult to find people who are also pushing on that side. But on that side, I would just suggest you go freestyle, or you just participate in the mixed reality one. Because if you build something in MR, or I mean, Horizon would not work too much, or AI PCA, that could apply to healthcare. So you can kind of like build something in healthcare for the first one or the third one, for example, because they are not strongly themed. And then you are competing in that track. So you can still build it, even though there's no official track yet. If I submit one project in S1 and data submit 2 in S2, and the second project will, oh man, that is a special case. If I submit one project in S1 is like stage 1, I guess, yeah. And later, can I submit 2 in stage 2? That is a very good question, dude. That's something we haven't thought about. I think it's fine. Let me my team, please let's write this down and figure out the edge cases on this one, because I think it makes sense to be able to submit a kind of like a existing project in in the stage 2. The difficult part, no, I think it doesn't really work, because you can do this to submit it in stage 2, but if you don't submit it in stage 1, you are not going to become a finalist. So you can submit it, but you're not going to win if that's your goal. So now I just got it clarified. So if you want to win in the side quest track with the existing project, you of course have to submit it in stage 1, because if you didn't, then 6 other teams are going to be the finalists. So you will not be able to win, but you can still submit it. All right. I don't have a VR. It said, can I go for AR-based project? Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Next question, please. One second. Okay. There's no more questions. This one. Share, please. Can you share the? Yeah, absolutely. This will be live on YouTube, on LinkedIn. We can share the presentation as well in Discord. Please, team, make a note. Team, share this in Discord, and then it's fine. Can we submit 2 projects for 2? Yeah, we had this already. That's fine. All right. I think we are slowly running out of questions. Awesome. I think that is nice. Let's see. Good luck, everyone. Enjoy the hackathon. Thanks, Thomas. We'll do our best. All right. I'm gonna wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's very wild. It's almost like a ancient relic. But you can go with CV1. If you find a way to make it with some more updated headsets, that's cool. But if you want to go that way, that's totally cool. No problem. We don't discriminate old devices, don't worry. How can we contact our mentors? In Discord. Go to Discord, go to your mentor classroom, and then you can ping them. I mean, everybody who's now still live, please go to Discord and just say hi to your mentor. So I think that makes a lot of sense, actually, to just introduce yourself to your mentor as well. Oh, yeah, we have 60 new in the introduction. That is pretty awesome. The classroom is, yeah, maybe we should call it classroom, not mentoring. It's mentoring here. Mentoring classroom. All right, now it's called mentoring classroom. One last question. Where do I find mentors in directory? So we don't have maybe that's a good question. Maybe you can also have the mentors in the participant directory. Team, another thing to write down. We could have a mentor directory as well. That could be pretty cool. But for you, the way to contact your mentors is through Discord. All right. Where do I find? It's in Discord. It's called Mentoring Classroom. So if you don't see it, then please ping our team, and then they will give you the right roles and everything. I don't have a Notion account. Dude, I would suggest you to make a Notion account in any case. But I'm biased. I love Notion. I think it's pretty sick. You don't need Notion for running this event, so don't worry. The participant directory is a web link. You can just use it without Notion. But pretty good tool, so it's going to be really helpful. Can you please show me once again where to go to Discord? Sure, I can just share my screen real quick. Oh, I was sharing something. Let me see. Where's Discord? So I'm gonna share my Discord now. Here you have the XRCC Online. So if you have been to previous XRCCs, we have all of the others here, but you want to go to XRCC Online. And here is the mentoring classroom. Here you can go to your mentor classroom and say hi. All of you guys, do it now. So you have a nice conversation going already. Can you guys see it? Wonderful. I'm going to close the sharing again. All right, let me know your last questions. How do I know who are my mentors? Inside of Notion. You go to Notion, you go to, I think it's called Mentor or something, and then you just search for your name. Are the team pitchings there? Where are team pitching their ideas? Oh yeah, we do this in the, first of all, you can do this in Discord, and you can do this in the team finding session that we have in 2 days, and then in a couple of days as well. Next question. No questions? Oh, that's a long one. How is it when I on one hand would first more or less like to learn only some basic steps of code, narrative, exact experience, and would like to offer for prototyping if someone needs a volumetric video recording? I think you can, offer this in, I think the question is too long to show even. You can offer this in Discord, and then if you find a team that is aligned with your suggestion, then it's totally fine. There's a bunch of people who can't find mentorship in Discord. I don't know why. Just Jad, Ashra, so you guys know, there's a bunch of people telling me in chat right now they can't see mentorship. So please double check on that side. And let's answer a bunch of final questions in the meantime. In presentation, the mentors are assigned to every participant. Yes, exactly. That is a Notion. Where can we find study materials? Also Notion. All of this is Notion. Okay, important. These channels are only visible to participants. Guys, if you don't see the mentor channels, apparently you are not a participant. So make sure that you have registered via xrcc.events. And then once you're registered, you will get your participant badge and everything should be handled. Do we need to sign up somewhere? No, you don't need to sign up for the mentorship. You need to sign up to XRCC. You need to sign up to the event, to the hackathon itself. Team, let's just put a bunch of XRCC links here. Yeah, exactly. You need to sign up to the event, but nothing else. And then you will get a mentor automatically. All right. Only participant can see those channels. So if you don't see it, then you are not a participant. Well, I have accidentally registered twice, and my name is shown twice. Just don't worry. Let our team know, and then they can fix it. No problem. Just let our team know in Discord. So also for everybody who registered, one important question, please make sure to double check your email and to check your spam. It is just so freaking annoying and just insane with large events that so often, because we send emails with thousands of people, that they just end up in spam. So please, if your email ended up in spam, mark us as safe on spam. I promise we won't spam you. That is something to double check for everybody. Check your spam, Immersive Insiders. And that way you can kind of see whether you got the email or not. Okay. How to let team know in Discord? You mean our team, I guess. Yeah, so we have this in once you register, we connect you with Ashray and Jad. Maybe Ashra Jad, you guys can throw in your Discord name link in the chat here real quick so people can know how to reach out. And I would also make it very prominent, visible inside of Discord to know who to reach out to. Ah, yeah, there we go. Awesome. I'm getting a lot of thank yous and now visibles, even better. Very cool. So it's working. That is amazing. Welcome to XRCC, everybody. All right. So we've been running this for 1.5 hours now. It looks like we covered most of the, if not hopefully all of the questions. So all the mentors are already listed. Yes, exactly. Cool. Pooh. That was a good start, everybody. We still have like 150 people here. Please say hi to your mentor. Like, just have like the kindness to be nice and friendly to your mentor. Introduce yourself. See which mentor classroom you have, and then you can introduce yourself. You are already in a good standing with the mentor. It is up to you to make the most out of it. Like, we can't force or control you or anybody. How to know which mentor to talk to, guys? It's all in Notion. Let me just maybe my team can really quick share the participant package again here. All right. Cool, guys. I'm gonna make a final blast of questions for 2 more minutes, and then we will close this off and officially start and welcome you all to XRCC. And if any of you still have questions, feel free to check it in Discord. Reach out to Ashra and Jad on Discord, easy peasy. If even that doesn't work, then you just write an email to xrcc@immersive-insiders.com. If you can't find us on Discord. So if you can't find us on Discord, you can also reach out via email. Please do Discord as a first method, and then if it doesn't work, easy peasy, just write us an email, because I guess everybody of you has email. Yes, can my team put the Notion package inside of all of the chats, so then everybody can bookmark it, and then it's safe to go. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic, wonderful next 4, 5, 6 weeks. We'll crush it together. We'll build something really cool. And so there's one person, Angelo, where Discord isn't working. And that is, again, something my team will reach out to you. Don't worry. And yeah, we do have live sessions with the mentors as well. And the classroom is in Discord. So who do you contact? If you are on Discord, then you can text us on Discord. But if not, then honestly, you can also just go with this email, because that is the safe proof way. Because then my team will check it, and then we can figure out for anybody who has Discord problems. All right. Thank you so much. This has been amazing. A very, very good start, and very, very looking forward to seeing all of your projects. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. And with that, I'm going to end this live stream now, and yeah, leave it to you, and looking forward to seeing some amazing projects. Thank you so much, everybody.